I can think of one right now, and it's so funny because it feels like, oh, it's not a big deal or whatever, but when it's in your own world, it's really heavy. So I do a workshop every couple of months for everybody. It's open to the general public, and I had about 400 people signed up to this workshop, and I made sure to send every single person who signed up a video of myself welcoming them, getting so excited so that they would show up live. And the day comes, the event is happening. I do all of the Zoom technology things because the typical Zoom call can only welcome 100 people. And I knew we would definitely be seeing more than 100 people on this call. So I needed to do this add-on. The call happens, the workshop starts to happen, and I see the number of attendees stuck at 100, and it doesn't go above 100. And we're getting DMs and emails and messages and all this stuff. And all I can do is I'm the presenter, right? I've already got 100 people live happening here. And I remember in this moment thinking to myself, like, number one, being so judgmental and so mean to myself. My inner mean girl was really like, well, you've really screwed this up. But then also being like, okay, well, here we are. We have to make some decisions right now. We have 100 people who are live. I have one team member who is going to handle, what's going on. Like, we obviously didn't communicate this during this time, but it's like, okay, well, what are kind of the logical things? And the show just must go on. And I remember that night, okay, so then at the end of the workshop, I said, well, for anybody who's got friends who are trying to get in or anything like that, we're going to do another workshop in another night. And just carry on, and we've got the solutions. But I remember, of course, that night I cried. I was so mad, and it was just like, you've got to be kidding me. Like, why did this happen? So it felt like such a failure, but at the end of the day, it gave me an opportunity to think quickly on my feet, communicate with everybody. And then I had an opportunity to be like, look how exciting this was. We couldn't even let everybody in. And it gave me an opportunity to then do the workshop again and learn what I did from the first time and make the experience even better. But it really did feel like a major flop at the time. It really, really did.
There's nothing worse than being on a live broadcast when something like I've not that exact same situation, but I've had things when I'm on Twitch streams or sometimes even like recording this where there's tech issues. Is like, well, it's my problem because I'm the person managing this. Like I had one particularly notable guest on, and we couldn't get the audio to work right, and I was like freaking out, like, oh my god, I'm gonna lose this really like amazing guest that I really want on the show. And thankfully got it figured out. We lost like 20 minutes of recording time, but not lost it. We weren't able to record for 20 minutes. I mean, but it ended up working out, and I was at the end of it, just like, oh my god, thank you. That actually still worked out okay. But in the moment, I was like, oh.
Yeah. You're just like, I always think like when I've got these hard failure moments, I just say to myself, like, what steps did I take to end up exactly in this moment right now? Like, why me? What did I do wrong?